Welcome to Hamilton Heights and the school board meeting for November. So let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. And I will call this meeting to order, and I will entertain a motion for the minutes of the October 22nd, 2025 regular meeting.
I move that we accept the minutes of the October 22nd meeting.
And I will second that.
Julie makes the motion and Ben seconds it. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Very good. Dr. Arrowood.
All right, well, I'm going to turn the first order of business under my part over to Julie Davis, who is going to start acting now as the Hamilton North Public Library Board President and share with us about our guest and what she's asking us to do, because she will have to recuse herself from the vote.
Yes, I will. Okay. Yeah, very regretfully have to do that, but yes, I would love to vote on this person, but at least I will. Oh, Lord. Hamilton Heights has 3 appointees from for the library board, and I am not one of them. I have to go through the commissioners or council or whatever it is. Yeah, but this is a nice, easy process. We know people, we know the strength of our people, and so on. Keeney Magden was our former board member in this position, and she is resigning effective at the end of her term here. And so we need a new person, and Stacy Treese, who's our director, said, what kind of people do we have out there that we might be able to entice into to becoming a board member? And I thought about it, and I didn't have to think very long, because Emily Millsap's name came to mind very, very quickly. Emily is a Husky, a graduate. She has 2 children that are graduates and a third that's now freshman. And the greatest thing is she's responsible. She's a teacher at New Britain Elementary, but she's a reader. I mean, she always has a book in her hand, and I think this position is just so fitting for her. So I would, although I cannot vote, I would recommend her approval.
Very good. Would you like to make any comments?
Oh, no, I am just excited to be, when I talked to the library board, I said, one of my favorite places in the world is the library. If I weren't a kindergarten teacher, I would love to be a librarian. So, it's, I'm just excited to be on this committee. So I'm excited. If I pass through.
Okay, so we're gonna need a motion.
I will make the motion for the Hamilton County Public or North Public Library appointment.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
Any seconds? Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, we will bring this to a vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes 4-0. Congratulations. Thank you for serving.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, can I say just one more thing? Is that Saturday is
Our open house.
open house. We've been doing a lot of remodeling and a lot of grunt work and it's all sorts of things. And we've had volunteers in, we've had all sorts of people that have helped out. The place is beautiful now. I mean, we restored carpet and wall coverings and it's, the color scheme is amazing. There's a little bit of Husky orange here and there too. It's awesome. So please come visit, 10 to 2.
10 to 1:30.
1:30. Okay.
And then we'll have cake and punch.
So Saturday.
Very good. Thank you, Julie, very, very much. Yeah, Dr. Irwin.
Second of my items is the fall policy update. This is now from Churchill and Antrim. We didn't meet on Monday, but Kristen and Gretchen looked at them and batted them back and forth. There were some red marks and some things that Kristen fixed. So there are 5 policies involved with this. There are updates to those policies that I would recommend approval of those updates.
Very good. Can I have a motion to accept the second reading of the fall policy updates.
I'll make the motion.
Gretchen makes the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Julie seconds. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll bring it to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much, Dr. Hurwick. Kristen's up next.
Okay, the first item that I have are the financials for October. We ended with a fund balance of $15,973,416. We still are earning a decent rate of return on our investments, mostly in money market accounts. We do not currently have any CDs. The education and operation fund through October are both showing deficits, and I am projecting that we will show a deficit in both funds with the compensation increases, which you will see if you haven't already in the ed and up fund additional appropriation requests. There's a lot of assumptions in there, so don't really be alarmed too much yet. There's still a lot of work to do and analysis to do, but I do anticipate ending this calendar year in deficits in both funds, but we do have cash reserves to get through that. And then also, we don't have in the operation fund yet the balance of the property tax settlement. That doesn't come until the end of December. So any questions on the financials?
So even with the property tax settlement, we'll still be in deficit.
Yeah. I'll be a lot more to come on this. The next item is the education operation fund additional appropriation. So I did send this afternoon, and I apologize for the late request. Last year, when I looked back, we did request an additional appropriation. I believe it was on the education fund. And looking, I've already submitted this to, or I went through the process on the DLGF website just to make sure that it was funded. It's funded. So all this process is to give us the authority to spend the money. It does not mean we're spending all of it. So just like the budget, it's just the authority to spend. It does not mean we're spending all of it. So this is the time that we have to do this. To at least request the ability to advertise, and then I'll advertise, and then we'll have a public hearing at the December board meeting.
I assume at this time we don't know like how much appropriations we're having, correct?
How much?
How much in appropriations we're having? Like, 'cause you have to set aside that amount, right? Like say this is how much we expect.
No, well, I mean, I kind of did that in the financials, so that's where the projections come into play, and where I have the budget already set for 25, I'm asking for 2 million additional in education, which brings it to, I believe, 18 million. And then in the operation fund, an additional 500,000, bringing the total budget to 9 million. So essentially what we're doing is we're requesting a larger budget. It's just referred to as an additional appropriation when you're in the budget year.
Right. Yeah, I was just wondering what those funds were.
Oh, sorry.
That's, I apologize.
Yes, 2 million in the education, 500 in the others. And again, that's just giving us the authority to spend. So, and I do apologize not getting that. I've been trying to find money.
And that was, you sent that out earlier today, and it was that on the left-hand side.
Yes.
Education first and then operations.
Yes, it's my practice of going through one, projecting out. I was also waiting on the payroll numbers for this week because the last payroll included the new compensation amounts plus retro. So I was kind of backing into that, and I was high. So having the numbers today, once we finalized payroll, helped us out a little bit and got us to what I think our true numbers will be for the next 2 payrolls in December. So.
Good. Any other discussion? Item number 2. If not, can I have a motion to request to advertise on the additional appropriations?
I'll make the motion to advertise for additional appropriations.
Ben makes the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Gretchen seconds. Any further discussion? That will call a vote. All those in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion passes.
The next item, the one that we've requested for the past several years, it is a recommendation to accept mid-year student transfers. So the last several years, we've made this request. Our enrollment dipped. Actually, it's the lowest it has been since I've been here. So we need as many transfers as we can get to try to keep that enrollment up. Looking and also to anticipate any like mid-year or early grads or move outs. We do have 4 that have expressed interest in transferring at the semester. I do believe that we have capacity in all grade levels. At the beginning of the school year, we were watching, I think, 3 grades, 1 in the middle school, I believe, and then freshmen and sophomores. Now that we are in session and those numbers have kind of settled out, we do have capacity to accept additional transfer requests. So we typically have not publicized this, so it's anyone that has expressed interest, we will reach out to you directly and share the process with you.
And how many did we have last year midterm?
Transfers, I think it was like 4 or 5. It's always been less than 10. There's always a lot of requests, but like at the beginning of the year, there's always a lot of requests and then they don't always come through, but it's been less than 10 every year we've done this.
Very good. Okay, can I have a motion to accept applications for the mid-year student transfers?
I move that we accept mid-year student transfer applications.
Julie makes the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Gretchen seconds. Any further discussion? All right, with that, we'll take a vote. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Accept all of it, as many as we can get. Right?
Absolutely.
Very good.
The next item is the perf enlargement resolution. So this was actually a request included with the classified staff recommendation of the October board meeting. This is an enlargement request for the technology team. It's a group of employees that honestly I overlooked when we made this request at the beginning of 25 to include to offer the perf benefit, which is very similar to the TERF benefit, but it's public employee retirement fund that really incentivizes individuals to stay in schools. And I think the tech team, we have a great tech team. We've had a great tech team. We still have a great tech team, but we really want to keep them. And it's, I think 4 people, it's not huge, but I think it means a lot to incentivize them to stay with Hamilton Heights or public education.
Okay, can I have a motion for the perf enlargement resolution?
I'll make the motion for the perf enlargement resolution.
Ben makes the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Julie seconds. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion passes.
The next item is a 403B retirement plan restatement. So our plans are what they call pre-approved plan documents. So the IRS has these plans and we just have to fill in a bunch of blanks and how we want our plan to actually function for our employees. But every 6 years, the IRS requires those employers to basically restate those plans and update for any changes in the past 6 years. So this is a very simple restatement of the 403B plan. I went over it with our financial advisors. I have another call with them tomorrow just to ask a few questions. But really none of the changes that we're required to make impact our staff, but we still are required to make the changes. So this is just, like I said, a restatement of our plan to have a compliant 403B retirement plan for our staff.
Very good. Can I have a motion for the retirement plan statement?
I'll make the motion for the 403B retirement plan restatement.
Ben makes the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Gretchen seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Austin, would you like to make a motion?
I move we pay the bills.
There we go.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Julie seconds. Any discussion? On the accounts payable and payroll claims. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Very good. Before we move to new business, Harrison's here, so I want to hear an update, if that's possible, Harrison, on the two projects that we currently have going on in North Central High School.
Yeah, I'm Harris Messiah, Meyer Agent, for those who don't know.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, do you have any more? I think. For pizza cutter. That's better.
So,
You're a hero now. We're in the pizza business. They build buildings. Building away from the Ox on the north side of the school right now. It's going all right. It's been wet and cold. We're doing a water line and tap on Friday for the high school. Start foundation probably 1st of December on the weight room. And then we'll slowly move over to the Ox gym. It'll sequentially work its way from the weight room to the Ox gym. So trades are proficient at their work. And steel should be coming at the end of December. So we'll start going vertical.
great.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff right now we just don't see, but we're working.
Every week I drive by there and on Sunday mornings and I see a little more construction equipment there, a little more dirt moving here and there, and from there back to here.
Yeah, we'll be bringing in more dirt now and then stabilizing those pads.
So we'll see more activity around the weight room than we will around us.
Yeah, quicker.
Yeah, it'll start there and go.
Yep.
I got a question.
Yes.
The entrance on the north side of the building,
Mhm.
you gotta walk through the stone dirt.
Yeah, you do. As a sports fan, with my daughter plays basketball, it is kind of a mess over there.
Yeah.
It's a mess with the gravel and the,
So
yeah.
I'll speak to that. That was, so I wasn't planning on talking about construction, so.
Sorry, I am spilling my juice.
Just because it's kind of, in my words, boring. There's not a lot to see and, I purposely didn't put that on the agenda, but, in regards to the entrance, we had a large meeting with a bunch of people, including Harrison and the team on how do we handle, traffic and spectators into the building. And that was, as a team, decided to handle it in that manner. But, and also keeping cost in mind, like when one of the biggest things was there's a lot more work to still happen in that area, that this may be the best it may be for a while. And as you go through that, there was gonna have to be a lot of maybe additional concrete poured, ramps even. Are we gonna put power to that door so it's ADA? So we decided to route a lot of that traffic into entrance C because it's already there. So there was a lot of conversation about how do we handle that traffic, and for it to make sense financially as well. So.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Harrison. Thanks for attending the meeting and then.
Yeah.
Well, partly on it.
Public meetings.
Okay, let's move to new business. Can I have a motion to accept the personnel report?
I move that we accept the personnel report.
All right, thank you. Julie, is there a second?
I'll second.
I got a question before we vote.
Okay, great.
Tom
Second.
Williams. Eric. Yep. Is he completely retiring the way I understand?
So there's two on there that are being approved for resigning or retirement and approval. Since it's already been out there, I guess I solely made the decision to leave it and then we'll come back to probably rehire Tom Williams, might be in a different capacity because that's what he came back to us and offered. And then the other one would be a resignation. So a hire that never started that. So that's just a timing issue of, when we made the recommendations included on the personnel report and then not taking them off.
And by board policy, once you submit a resignation, you can't unsubmit your resignation. So we wouldn't rehire him. I do believe, based on some emails I saw this week, we are planning on rehiring. He's done a
Him
good,
and I had him on the talk the other night.
he's done a good job. He needs some physical support that we're gonna provide for him. I think there was some other support that was offered as well. But good guy, has done a great job for us, really has a passion for it, and he's probably be us. So I think I'm quite certain if he's willing to do it, we'll bring him back.
Very good. Any further discussion? Okay, with that, we'll take a vote. All those in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Ben makes the motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
Julie seconds. Any discussion? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion adjourned.